by priming with the usual. And I always like to remove any excess oil that's on my eyelid. And just taking this brush from crown, I'm going to apply this all over. For this eye look, I'm going to use Kat Von D's Shade and Light palette, and for the transition, I'm going to use this matte shade, I believe it's called Lattice, all the way to the inner corner. I have been using this palette when I'm not filming, and I really do love this palette. I love the color payoff. I know that some of the eyeshadows can be a little bit dusty, but the pigmentation is there. This palette is one that I do highly recommend. So I'm just building this eyeshadow shade up. Valium Tool 785 blending brush. I'm now going to take this matte brick eyeshadow shade. I'm going to deposit this eyeshadow right at the crease, staying beneath the transition all the way to the inner corner. Makeup Geek has similar eyeshadow shades just like this. I believe it's Peach Smoothie and Cocoa Bear. For drugstore alternatives, you can just use maybe a Sonia Kashuk palette. So I'm just deepening up the crease back and forth. Taking Crown C433 brush, I'm going to use this eyeshadow for the brow bone. And I'm only applying this at the arch of my brow, taking it down just a little bit. This shade is a matte, I would say soft beige, kind of cross between a vanilla, but it does have a yellow undertone to it. It's really nice for the brow bone. I don't know if I mentioned it, but it's matte as well. So just back and forth. Now taking Luxie Beauty's shading brush, and I'm going to use this charcoal gray eyeshadow. Looks to me like as if it is a gray eyeshadow shade, but it does have a little bit of brown to it. It's just one of those colors that it's a head scratcher. You're not really sure what color it looks, but I thought it was gray. It looks a little bit gray. And I'm also taking this up just a little bit over my crease. So once I've built up this eyeshadow shade to this intensity, we're going to move on to deepening up the crease. Taking Zoeva's 224, I'm going to use this matte dark brown eyeshadow. I'm going to use this shade to deepen up the crease and also to blend out the eyelid color from inner corner all the way to the outer edge. If you do have a pencil brush or a very similar blending brush like this one, these are great because they will deposit the eyeshadow exactly where you want them to because they're so small, and it will ensure a perfect blend and also help you from going over into your transition. I'm also taking a little bit of that dark brown at the outer edge. Taking Zoeva's 228 blending brush, I'm going to go back in with that same transition shade for our final blend. Taking the tiniest amount and blending right on top from inner corner all the way to the outer edge. And I'm also going to apply the same transition shade for the lower lash line as well. So just like that for now. Taking Luxie Beauty's 231 eyeshadow brush, I'm going to use that same transition shade from outer edge all the way to the inner corner. To deepen up the lower lash line, I'm going to use this matte brick eyeshadow shade. To tightline my eyes, I'm going to use this pencil from Pacifica. I love this pencil so much. The color is Jet. It is a black liner, and this one, let me tell you guys, if you guys do suffer from watery eyes, maybe due to an allergy, I have given one of these to my mom because she has an allergy reaction to tightlining her eyes. It has helped us both, so I highly, highly recommend it. So I'm going to tightline my eyes with this. To line my eyes, I'm going to use this Prestige Cosmetics True Metals eyeshadow, and the shade is called Sterling. I recently picked up this Pixie makeup setting spray, and this is so good if you do have oily skin, but I'll go over this at the end of the video. But I am going to spritz my brush with a little bit of this product. up recently at Target, and I was so happy that they had it in stock because I've gone 2 times and they did not have it. So if you do have oily skin, you just need to close your eyes obviously and then just mist it all over. I do about 3 pumps, and this keeps my makeup in place. So I highly recommend it. I'm going to do a favorites video, but I wanted to do a tutorial first before I go into a favorites video of some sort, because it's been a while since I've been back. I hope you guys like this tutorial. Thank you guys so much. Big hugs and kisses, and I will see you guys very soon. Dark brown eyeshadow. Oh, that's not the right one. And I just dipped my brush into it. So I have a little towel here. It's actually, where'd it go? Oh, it's this one. This one over here. Okay. I recently picked up this new setting. Who is it, Daisy? Who is it? She heard my boyfriend come in, so she's barking. Who is it, Daisy? Who is it? Who is it? Who is it? You see, you look cuter with your ears up.